Hey, good evening.
Hey,
Hi, Jen.
hi Sandy, how are you?
Wow, I'm all right. Guys, we're going to be doing a little testing tonight because I'm having audio issues. Well, that's why we came live tonight to try to straighten everything out for when we do our show. So, what's going on? It's good to see you.
I know, it's been so long. This has been quite a hiatus this time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was. So while you talk, I'm going to play with my video. Tell everybody what you've been doing. My audio.
I've been working hard. I actually needed the hiatus because I've been working so hard on my projects, been working weekends and all sorts of
Wow.
things like that. But it's a minor sense of accomplishment in the nerdy IT world. Cloud
The
migrations.
dirty IT world.
That's
See,
what
I
I do,
hear.
cloud migration.
Tell everybody what cloud migration is. Just a
I'm
little
a
quickie while I'm
I'm a
playing with this
senior
stuff.
I'm a senior technical project manager specializing in large corporate cloud migrations. So that's basically taking hundreds of whoever is the customer of their systems and applications and basically setting them up in a cloud structure, a virtualized environment.
Wow.
So that's
That's
what I
pretty
do.
intense stuff.
And I kind of oversee teams. We've built these human machines.
Human
Seriously, I mean,
machines.
we have I have 16 project managers working under me, and we go in waves. And we have 72 people on our migration team in general. So it keeps me very busy.
You're
nothing
a
like nothing like
busy.
pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
nothing
very
like
busy.
pressure. You're a busy
Nothing like
person. The
pressure.
most
Yeah.
pressure I get is what? My garden, powdery mildew, changing the cat litter, mowing the little rewilded area.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to go crazy and hear myself. Does anybody out there hear an echo when you hear me? Because I've been
I
having
hear
sound
no
problems.
echo.
I know you don't. I hear myself twice, and I don't have any other internet on. So I guess I'm going to have to figure out some kind of sound mixing mixing board because this is the pits and I'm sick of it. It happened the other night too. I don't get it. But nobody
I'm
hears an
so
echo.
sorry, Sandy.
That's okay. I'll
No.
just drive myself nuts.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my God. It's probably
uh,
something so simple. That's the whole thing that's getting me. It's probably like the most ridiculous, simplest thing.
mhm.
All right. So, anyway, guys, we thought we would come live tonight just to say, hey, we're coming back. And we're not exactly sure when our perfect schedule is going to be because of everybody's being so busy in life. So we used to do Fridays, remember? Then we moved to Sundays. So
Yes. Yeah, we moved all over the place and now we're back to Fridays again.
you like Fridays?
I mean, I do. I personally like Fridays,
All right. Well,
you
then
know.
maybe Friday will be Jennifer and Sandy night. Yay!
We
Yay!
could take
Yay!
a little
Yay!
vote. We could take a little vote among the
Yeah,
audience
guys.
if they like the day.
All right. What do you think? Let's hear. I'm going to put up and see what people say. Okay, Friday. Oh, Dolores said Friday's great.
Yeah, Friday's great. Okay.
Oh, all right. Oh, Jeff says he doesn't hear an echo, but he hears the song Under Pressure in his head. Under pressure. Do, 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 do. I wonder if I'll get a copyright from singing it. Copyright infringe it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rich, you have no social life. Fridays are fine.
Hmm.
I don't either. I mean, what's a social life?
Oh, I
Happy.
don't I don't have one either, so that's why I'm so flexible with you.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now the uh, oh, everything's going screwy on this internet. I have no idea just what is messing up. But anyway, it's hey, Warren says yeah for Friday.
Okay, good. It's
Hmm.
Friday. Friday it
Oh,
is.
and truly aghast, which is one of my favorite titles of all time names, is this is my social life. Yeah, okay, we're gonna give you an applause. This is her social life. Yay! Here we are. Oh my gosh.
Yay!
So I was on Twitter earlier, Jen, and
Yeah.
there was a discussion on doomers. I did my show last night reading an article on doomerism or doomer, whatever. And how people will say, okay, you're a doomer, consider myself a doomer, but I consider myself a realist. Wouldn't you say you're a realist?
Oh, most definitely. I think the common denominator with doomers and people that look at the complexity of our planetary biosphere fucked up meltdown is that we like to look at ideas. We're not we're not pre-filtering the input. So we're able to, you know, weigh all these factors out and say, well, based on this and this, it's very scientific, analytical state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's a non-emotional state of mind. It's a very emotional issue. It's a very non-emotional state of mind. You just basically clearing out your prejudices, preconceived notions, and using what mind you have and applying it, you know, to whatever's happening. I would say
I hear
that's what
you.
it is. Yeah.
Well,
Realist,
Humpty's with us.
definitely.
He says, I somehow resisted the temptation of doing a satire of your reading of the Doomer article as tough it was up. I liked it. And because the kind of person I am is I don't give up. I'm still involved in local environmental uh, activism. You know, we got a lot of things accomplished here.
Oh, yeah.
We fought a pipeline and we kept our stupid road department from putting fracking brine on the roads. What's wrong
Oh
with
my
that?
god.
Yeah, that was a big thing. Mm-hmm.
Nasty.
It was. I mean, no matter what the big outcome is to the shit show we live in, you still gotta live. We're still living.
You absolutely do.
Yeah. All
Live
right.
and be happy amidst the,
The
news of
doom.
the impending apocalypse that is upon us.
No.
Take a week, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This week it's Hurricane Ida and all those millions of people in Mississippi and Alabama or wherever else without
Louisiana, New York, New
Louisiana.
Jersey, Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, can you believe what happened to New York? I mean, it's basically a record for rain. And as we all know, hot air and hot atmosphere holds a lot more water than cooler air. So as the atmosphere, global temperature rises, humidity is going up all over the world. You're able to have like these rain bombs that are catastrophic, unimaginable, and horrifying. And there's more energy in the system, so you can have a hurricane spin up from a cat 1 to a cat 4 in an hour. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like unbelievable.
And also, what people were saying was, well, and I said this yesterday on my show, that, oh, we had Hurricane Sandy in New York, don't forget. And I'm saying, no, Hurricane Sandy hit in New York. This was a hurricane that hit Louisiana and moved
Yeah,
its way up on the land and did that kind of damage. So
yeah,
shut up about this bullshit
yeah.
trying to downplay. Mm-mm. You
Well,
can't
you
downplay
know,
the damage.
yeah, it's amazing. And I was watching, as probably most of us on this call, because we're fascinated with weather and abrupt climate change events,
Absolutely.
watching this big ball of water 1,000 miles wide or something, working its way up the northeast coast, and it's just like, wow. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It is. And
Such
Kim,
times we
hello,
live
Kim,
in.
for being our mod. Some crazy videos coming out of the East Coast. Yeah, I showed them last
Yeah,
night. I did.
yeah,
So tonight we did have an article. Um, oh, wait, Trulia said that's what really blew my mind, that Ida kept going so hard and for so long. Yeah, baby. All right. We did pull up one article, even though I wasn't going to. And
yeah.
this one kind of, and I'm going to let Jen do the
Okay.
start of the reading because I'm driving myself crazy with my own echo. I found it because I don't watch TV, I don't have it, but I watch news shows on YouTube.
Mhm.
After, it's always after the fact. And I have been watching to see who says climate change on these. And Jeff Baradelli is about the only one that really consistently, as a meteorologist on a network, says it.
Is that right?
So why don't you take this one
Sure.
away? It's from The Guardian. And why won't
Mhm.
US TV news say climate change?
Absolutely. Be happy to. So, um, as she said, this is from The Guardian. The climate emergency is exploding in various parts of the world this week, but climate silence inexcusably continues to reign in much of the United States media. Hurricane Ida has left more than 1 million people in Louisiana without running water, electricity, or air conditioning amidst a heat index topping off 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The Caldor fire destroyed hundreds of houses and forced mass evacuations around Lake Tahoe in California. Abroad, vast swaths of Siberia were ablaze, while drought parched Madagascar suffered what a United Nations official called the first famine caused entirely by climate change. Painstaking evidence, painstaking scientific research has established that the climate crisis escalates these kinds of extreme weather. In other words, people can now watch the emergency unfold in real time on their TV and cell phone screens. The problem is that most viewers won't make that connection because most stories don't contain the words climate change. Six of the biggest commercial TV networks in the US, ABC, CBS, CNN, Fox, NBC, and MSNBC, ran 774 stories about Ida from the 27th to the 30th of August, an analysis by watchdog media group Matters found. Only 34 of those stories, barely 4%, mentioned climate change. My own survey of the coverage confirmed that trend. Viewers were shown powerful images, roofs torn off, block after block of houses submerged in floodwaters, first responders pulling up weeping victims to safety. They heard plenty of numbers. Ida was a Category 4 hurricane with wind speeds of 172 miles an hour and storm surges of 7 to 11 feet. But most never were told that what was behind all this destruction. It's not as if making the climate connection is scientifically controversial or journalistically difficult, as a handful of exemplary stories have demonstrated. On NPR, the reporter Rebecca Hersher said, climate change is basically supercharging this storm. As the earth gets hotter because of climate change, the water on the surface of the ocean, it also gets hotter. So there's more energy for storms like Ida to really get big and really powerful. On CBS this morning, a top graphic reading, massive fast growing storms like Ida highlight climate crisis. The meteorologist Jeff Baradelli po- pointed out that a hotter planet also means you evaporate more moisture, the ground gets drier. We're having the worst drought in 1,200 years in the West. In the Washington Post, the re-
1,200
yes,
years. Holy
yes,
shit.
yes, and people, yeah, we can talk about that for a long time, right? In the Washington Post, the reporter Sarah Kaplan called Ida a poster child for climate change driven disaster and quoted the hurricane specialist Carrie Emanuel of MIT saying, "This is exactly the kind of thing we're going to have to get used to as the planet warms." The vast majority of news coverage instead chose climate silence. This amounts to nothing less than media malpractice. Scientifically accurate reporting would not only link this extreme weather to climate crisis, it would note that climate change is caused primarily by burning oil, gas, and coal. ExxonMobil and other fossil fuel companies have been lying for 40 years about their products causing dangerous climate change. Responsible journalism should tell the truth about what's driving these terrible storms, fires, and famine. Broadcast television's failure is especially egregious in that it's still the leading news source for most people. About 45% of Americans get most of their news from television, while 18% rely primarily on social media, according to Pew Research Center. And it repeats the mistake TV news made while covering the extreme weather events of 2020. In the face of unprecedented fires in Australia and California, remember, and kindred calamities, only 0.4% of commercial TV stories mention the climate crowd. This kind of journalism leaves the public not only just uninformed, but misinformed. It gives the impression that these storms and fires are not only terrible, which of course is true, but also, to use a phrase that climate breakdown has made obsolete, they're simply natural disasters. They are not. Of course, hurricanes, wildfires were happening long before human caused climate change emerged. The climate crisis, however, made them significantly worse. As the Weather Channel segment on Ida explained, it's not that climate change caused the storm, but that a warming world made Hurricane Ida more powerful. What's odd is that plenty of journalists at big US news outlets know the climate crisis is an important story, and climate coverage had been improving. During the heat wave that scorched the Pacific Northwest in July, 38% of broadcast and cable news segments made the climate connection, Media Matters reported, as did about 30% of this summer's wildfires coverage. So the newsrooms have the ability to make the point when they choose to. In 2 months, the world leaders will gather in Glasgow for one of the most important diplomatic meetings in history. The COP26 summit will go a long way towards deciding whether humanity preserves a livable climate on this planet. From now to the summit and beyond, journalism has got to do better.
There you
Amazing, Sam.
go. And
Amazing.
it was a good one. And we weren't going to read an article, but I found this and it's apropos to what's happening. Although the IPCC report came out and we did see code red all over a lot, and I did see it, but do you see it now? Did
Mm-hmm.
anybody correlate the IPCC report with what's actually just happened? I don't know. I mean, of course, I don't have enough time to sit and watch all this shit. I listen. No,
Mm.
I don't know, Jen.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Well, well, I saw something interesting. There was a poll that was conducted in the last few days, and a lot of things have happened lately. The in Afghanistan came to an end finally. I mean, that happened here in the United States, and so because and the war,
I'm happy.
yeah, and so that was a 20-year long war, the longest war in the U.S. history. Ridiculous. What a waste of money. But they asked the
Life.
question, what's the most important issue in the last 20 years? And people said either COVID, the war in Afghanistan, um, oh, the Twin Towers, that's the other thing that's happening, the 9/11.
Hmm.
And then there was one more, and there was number 5, climate change. 10% of the people who answered this poll said that the biggest issue was climate change. 10%.
10%.
Well, that's probably up from, but I mean, climate change, those of us who've looked at the issues, we know what it imports, what is going to happen with this as we watch it unroll. And I would say those of us that are looking at this, it's not a very hard issue to understand, but those of us that are looking at it are willing to set aside our preconceived notions and our prejudices and look at the information as a generalist, as a whole, bring it all in and see what we, whip up in that blender, and you can see quite a bit. So only 10% of the people are willing to even take that step to grapple with these ideas, even though they're right in front of our face.
Yeah, and those 10% are on Reddit, Collapse, and Twitter that I follow, the Twitter sphere where I am.
Yeah.
I have to say, I have noticed over the last 5, 6 years as I've been doing Environmental Coffee House, there are more people that are aware, that are
Oh,
collapse
yeah.
aware.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people used to get angry at me when I had, back in the day, I had Sam Mitchell, but he was Hambone Little Tail on, and people got pissed at what he said. And it's not so off the mark about what's
Mm,
happening. Uh,
no.
and there are more people that are aware. Look at our followers too. I mean, how
Oh,
many years
yeah.
ago did half of us not even think about it? And we believed, oh, natural gas is the clean energy. And they're going to sell us, we want a gas stove because it's so far superior than electric stove. So little changes, but it's the
Hmm.
media and it's the advertising that just keeps, especially Americans, in our clueless moron suits, I'd say.
Yeah. The collective clueless fucking moron syndrome.
There you go. Now, what am I hearing
Yeah.
outside? Oh my God. It's either fireworks someone's got or somebody shooting guns out there. Where I
Oh,
live, you
really?
never know. But it's Friday
Ah!
night and it's a holiday weekend, so who knows? People might be already doing fireworks. I don't know
Yeah.
if I could. Let me see if it comes again. I'm going to put my microphone by the window, see if anybody hears it. But of course it stopped. Yeah. All right. So James McKenna, does anybody know where we are in the El Nino La Nina cycle? Jim's not here tonight. James McKenna, you're looking for Jim Massa. No, Jennifer's pretty educated in this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we are in
Okay,
that
we don't
cycle. I
know.
can't really talk to it.
Oh,
I
Kate heard
probably
it.
knew like 4 or 5 weeks ago, when we were talking about it all, but I think it's been washed out of my head.
Okay, you've probably got so many more things washed right into that head. Yeah. Oh, we've got projects going on. Look at Hambo says. People got pissed at something Hambo and Littletail said. Stop the presses. Yeah, definitely.
Oh
Stop the
god.
presses. Oh my god.
He's
He
been
gets
particularly funny lately, I must
yeah.
say. I've
Oh
been
yeah.
enjoying a few of his videos lately.
He gets this. Yeah. You get our toilet flush of the day there, dear. Oh shit. Well, let's see. So guys, do you have any wait. Truly, I guess, as last I heard, La Nina was looking to make a comeback. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, Nostradamus has been doing a lot of data correlations with
Yes, he
the
has.
La Nina El Nino cycle and CO2 release, and he's been superimposing those charts together, and there is a very, very strong
He's with
correlation.
us.
Yeah, is he? There you
Hey, do
go.
you
What
want to
did you
come
say?
on? I'll give you the link if you want to give it a try, but I know he has to be prepared. He's usually shy.
Oh,
But you're right, he's doing some good videos, and everything he
he has.
calculates by hand then matches
Oh,
what
yeah.
the science says.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Oh
Yeah.
no, he doesn't want to come.
Nostradamus
Oh
is
no.
our he
Oh
doesn't
no,
want
no,
to?
no. Oh no, no,
Oh,
no.
it's okay. Oh, no, no.
Aw, flush like an unwanted goldfish. Boy, don't get me into animal rights. Even goldfish.
Oh,
I went to the county fair this year. I walked around to look at the I won't say clueless morons in my county, but they are. And they're still doing that win a goldfish shit. It annoys the hell out of me.
oh.
It's so
What do you
awful.
throw ping pongs or
Whatever
something,
they
or
do, but they give you a goldfish. And you know the kids are gonna abuse them and they die. It's disgusting.
no,
It doesn't
sad.
teach anybody anything about the sanctity of life. Just teaches them how
Yeah.
to leave them in the back seat and fry them.
Oh.
Sad. Somebody had to bring that up. Hello, environmentalist. Forecasters at NOAA's Climate Prediction Center have issued a La Nina
Nina
watch,
watch,
which means
okay.
they see La Nina likely emerging at 55% during the September November period and lasting through winter. He is
Okay.
our new resident brain. We have
He
so
should
many of them.
environmentalists should get together with Nostradamus.
Yeah, really. I think the two of them
See what they can
might
cook
hit
up
it.
together.
Yeah, he likes answering reference. We had him. You missed him the other night as a he wasn't on the show, but he's new with us in the chat and he's very entertaining to say the
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. So what else is happening? We've got a lot of people with us. We didn't plan too much more other than to announce, and I could say that we are going to have some guests, and I will tip my hand.
Yeah.
Jen will be with um, uh, uh, what's why? Well, that's
Christopher
your
or
guy.
Christian. Oh, which
Talk
guy?
about him. Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, probably most of you don't know, but about 3 years ago, I did the video editing for basically the illustration of a Bill McKibben article that came out called Life on a Shrinking Planet. And it came out November 18th, 2018. And by January 1st, we had already put together a video with smashing music and
Mhm.
graphic images. And I haven't thought much about it in a long time, actually. And hats off to Torsten Vidal on Going South for hosting it for me. But this video was discovered by this guy named Christian Builder I can't remember his whole German last name, Sandy. Maybe you can do better than I can.
Booyah.
Um, yeah. Yeah. He is not on any social media, and he lives out in the Black Forest and in Germany. And he wanted to translate it and reissue this video in German. And so we have been working on that together, and we've actually just completed it. So we had a little interview with him today, and we're going to premiere this whenever Sandy deems
Whenever I get
to.
my shit together, more like it.
Yeah. But I'm really actually pretty stoked because there's not a lot of information activism in Germany, believe it or not. I mean, you would think that they'd be all over it, but there's not a lot of shows out there like what Sandy has here, right? Like Environmental Coffee House and all the lineup we have. And we've got a lot of these types of shows here in the US, not so in Germany. So we're hoping that this video that we're just about to release in the German language version is a big hit in Germany. And so he's going to be publicizing it in Germany as well. So I'm very excited about it, Sandy.
Yeah, I know
Very
you are.
excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited. And then we have you and Dean Walker and me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then I, after all these years, finally have Dar Jamel coming on with me. And that is
Yay.
on September 22nd, which is a Wednesday. And I've got Peter Kalmus on the 15th, the Wednesday before that, who is a climate scientist.
Yeah.
Scientist. Scientist.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing
Yeah. Yeah.
myself twice. So we're going to have a good lineup, and we hope that we're going to have a really good winner for everybody to enjoy.
Yeah,
Enjoy
absolutely.
the doomosphere. Ha ha ha. Jeez. Let's see. Max. Economically, people say to move to China. Being in a safe place for weather events, there might not be one. Move to China? Who's saying that? Hmm. Hmm. That's
Huh.
interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Susan, I put up a comment because she said she listens and all the networks seem to have suddenly discovered climate change. Well, that's good to know.
Yes.
Maybe The Guardian didn't see it, this author, but
Yeah, well, I've got to say that I do watch a fair bit of MSNBC. I've got all my different favorite shows on there, True Confessions. But they have been talking about it just in their chit chat when they're talking about Hurricane Ida. They say, "Oh well, hot air holds more moisture than cold air," and they just kind of go through the brief thing and do the math. They didn't used to say stuff like that. So, there climate change is the newly discovered darling horror that is, I can only expect that awareness is probably going to grow, but I always think that.
and what do we do with it? Do we get like Extinction Rebellion? I'm going to pull up what they did today uh, and show you guys something that they did in their today was like delay day 12. Day 12, and here, let's play this, why not? Here we go. All right, these guys mean business.
Oh, holy cow.
Holy cow. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're getting naked and they're protesting
Jesus.
at a bank. And they didn't get thrown out right away, but it's all over the internet and it's only the human body, so why not? Why not? And this went on for an hour, so they moved out and they had to go. It was HSBC. We are all vulnerable. Stop funding fossil fuels. And they've been going at it. Let's see what this guy's saying. Let me turn the system audio up.
We're going to be going on to see if some other banks can be targeted with the same sort of design. So yeah, stay tuned for some more fun. So
Have
yeah,
fun.
here we are just outside HSBC UK in Moorgate, one of the financial centres in the city of London, which is but if it was a country itself, it would be the 9th biggest polluter in the world.
Wow.
So I think the worrying thing is it's not just one bank that's doing this. It's pretty much all of our high street banks have in one way or another ignored what the Paris Agreement on climate change was about back in 2015, 6 years ago, and are still continuing to fund fossil fuels that are destroying the planet. It was very clear at Paris.
Okay. So that kind of gives you an idea of the activism in the UK. Could we see that in the United States? Could we? What do you think?
Maybe.
I don't know,
Never
but
know.
Poppy says that'll get attention. Well, it did. It did. And I got to see the styles, the 2021
Oddly enough,
young woman styles.
oddly enough, Sandy, it probably gets more attention than closing bridges and lying down in the streets and all the other things that they've been doing, right?
Oh yeah,
Just stand naked in the bank, and there you go.
that's what
Worldwide
happened.
attention
They
right away.
they piss people off, and the people want to hear the message, but they don't want to be inconvenienced on their way home. So let's play another little clip
All it's
out of
said to
this.
you, where have we got to? Just worse and worse. And that's why we're left with nothing else to do but take our clothes off inside the living bank. I mean, what else is it? It's just, I can't believe it. It's like one of those dreams where you think, come on everybody, there's a disaster happening, like we're on a train that's going to crash or something, and you're like, oh, you've got the wrong hairstyle to tell me that, or you got too much money to tell you that, or not enough money to tell you that, or too much or not enough involvement in society, whatever it is. So it's not about us, it's not about us at all.
And what would you like to say to Barclays Bank?
Invest safer. Be braver than this. You can do better than this. Everybody can do better than this. And Barclays Bank is one that needs to really do it now.
Thank you.
Well, I would say these people really know how to do it. And I
Yeah.
couldn't say I would be standing there maybe 30 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. 20 years
30
ago, I
years
might.
ago, you were standing there, but
No,
not
I
in
was
a
a
bank.
mom. I was a mom. Oh, no, 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 no. I was a mom 30 years ago. Remember how old I am? That
40 years
shit's a
ago.
long time ago. Oh, but these people have balls, obviously, and they got to be shriveled. It's got to be a little chilly in the bank.
Yeah.
But hey, I had the balls to show it because that's what's going on in the UK.
That's amazing.
So, hey, James says fair play to those XR rebels. It takes guts. Goddamn right it does. And maybe
Easy.
that will get more. Oh, look, I think we
Yeah.
lost viewers. Did I offend anybody by showing genitals? I must have because
don't think
we lost
so.
a bunch of people.
No, I think it's
Oh
fine.
my God. It's not funny though. They're doing it. Nobody's doing what they're doing here. And the last climate march that I went to, honest to God, the climate march is over and we stayed behind picking up the fucking garbage.
Oh.
Just couldn't really, you know. Oh, let's see. Environment. He likes the satanic XR ritual blood throwing. Oh, I don't know. I think it's got to be stuff. Yeah, stuff that shocks, but maybe not like blood throwing. Again, is it
Hi,
working?
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. I got your email. I told you that yesterday. Yeah. Oh, Rich, the dude in the shorts offended me.
Well, I mean, he was the most noticeable one. you know,
The dude in the shorts. Kate, hi
because
Kate.
everybody else is.
Mwah. There was an artivist in the LA area who does actions like that one in the UK. I guess we need to get this going more. And people are trying, but here you're going to get arrested
Yeah.
constantly, more than they do in the UK. I don't know. Depends on the state. You go to
Well,
Texas,
speaking
you're just a
I
woman
was
in
just
there.
gonna say, I
Yeah.
mean, this $10,000 bounty that you can any private citizen in Texas can go and investigate any woman who's had an abortion and
Pretty
anybody
sick.
who aided and abetted her in any way whatsoever, even
Yeah.
an Uber driver, can be fined up to $10,000 for
Yeah.
assisting a woman in an abortion.
And
This
it's
is
sick.
just
A lot of
unbelievable.
yahoos out there in Texas are going to be after women. I just say, and
Yeah.
I've heard others say, don't give it up, girls in Texas. Sorry. Guys, you're shut
Yeah.
off. Yep. Let's see.
Yeah.
Texas strengthened the laws against protesters getting in the way of police cars. Yeah, and now you can run them over. You can run them over.
I
I
love
like,
I
yeah,
love
me too.
Bella's picture with Giuliani with the hair dye dripping down his
Me too.
cheeks. It's so disgusting. What a foul human being he is. What an
Yeah, Poppy.
absolute
It's time to do
disgrace.
crazy things. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, I'm going to show you something else here on the Twitler here. This is Peter Kalmus, who I will be having on, and I'm proud that I'm having him on. He just said, because of global heating, America has been divided into the side that burns and the side that floods. End the fossil fuel industry. So that's who we'll be having on. And he's a climate scientist, so you will be hearing from him. And he's got good ideas. He's distressed and he gets upset a lot because nothing's getting done.
Yeah,
Nothing.
understandable.
Ooh, what's this say? Kim, let's do mandatory for teen boys to do vasectomies. They can be reversed. Yeah, right. Oh boy. Gazer. Uh, Environmental Coffee House. They smashed expensive windows on camera. Vandalism does not do anything to their cause of my thinking. Who pays for that? Well, that's a controversial thing. There are people that say it does, and people that say it angers others. It angers the establishment, that's for damn sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Who pays for that? The insurance industry. And they're a bunch of crooks. Trust me, I just got through with one. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Max says JP Morgan case one of the biggest criminals pretending to be a financial institution.
Interesting.
So we brought up some interesting shit tonight. Whew.
Yes, we're just stirring the pot once
Stirring the
again.
pot, not smoking the pot. We're stirring the pot tonight.
Well,
Yeah,
we might
I
be smoking it too.
I gotta tell you guys. Last night I did my show, and I had picked up a vegan wrap, and I didn't eat it till after the show. And I must have had food poisoning. I was sick all night, and we're talking sick like, oh my God. And I couldn't breathe. I'm thinking, oh my God, I have
Mm.
COVID. I have COVID. It's gone now, but it was a horrible day. And I
Ugh.
just made it to work with Jen at 5 o'clock, get it
Yeah.
together to do the interview we had to do.
She
Holy
was
shit.
passed out. She was, like, down
Oh,
for the count, and we had this interview set up with this German guy. It was 11 p.m. his time, 5 p.m. Sandy's time, 3 p.m. my time, so I was just, like, off work, and she's just barely trying to scrape herself together,
oh my
poor
God, I
thing.
felt so sick. His name is
Yeah.
Christian Bildhauer Bugel, but it's Bugel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bugala.
yeah.
Bugala.
Bugala,
Yeah.
Bugala. That's
Bu-
it. And
yeah.
he's awesome. And let's see if you
Bill
could see
Howard
this. I
Bugala.
don't know if you could see it. Well,
It's
anyway,
kind of
he's
out of focus.
awesome. And you guys will be meeting him.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the premiere of Life on a Shrinking Planet German version with Christian. It's going to be great.
Yeah, me too. In German.
He's so
So,
wicked smart. I love meeting these super smart people. I mean, we literally just started talking like 3 weeks ago, and now we already have this whole new video all put together, and I'm just, like, thrilled with him. His consciousness and attention is so freaking smart and exact and right on. You guys are just gonna love him.
yeah.
He's a German scientist. He's a former laser research scientist, and he is doing hydrogen cell solutions. And he has an eco farm deep in the Black Forest in Germany. It's quite a
And
romantic
he
tale.
gave up the big money capitalist
Yeah,
bullshit because he said,
he did.
what's it doing for anybody? So these are the kind of people we love to hear from.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of you in our chat are brilliant, amazing people. And we want to tell you we appreciate you.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
also I want to tell you I appreciate those of you who are donating to our Buy Me a Coffee and our members. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know how any of you feel about mentioning names. I haven't yet, but I do want to thank you and let you know it helps. And I said that last night. And please like and subscribe because that's how we'll grow. And we're going to bring on some more interesting people and do our
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's right. We're almost into the fall, and fall is kind of like back to school. So we're going to go back to
Yep.
school and continue to learn all these things about, abrupt climate change as it unfolds. We'll
Yep.
witness it together and
Yeah.
comment on it. And
I'm going to take senior level video editing course online.
oh,
And
good.
along with my canning and prepping and all, which is a big thing for me. And Jen, you too. She actually started me on it.
It's ironic, isn't it? I started Sandy on it years ago, and then I kind of just abandoned it. And I was
No,
like so happy when Sandy started going whole hog on the video, and I was like, oh, thank God somebody's doing it. I don't have to do it anymore,
no,
you
my
know.
turn, my
That's
turn. Do you
yeah.
rotate the date stuff on your in your food pantry? Like if
Um
well, move the
yeah,
stuff,
somewhat.
use some stuff.
Somewhat.
Well, I've been learning from all these like
Yeah.
canning ladies I watch. Oh my God, I'm such a nerd. You know, YouTube University, canning is us and all canning, prepping, all of it. But it's not negative, it's positive stuff. And I hope that if I don't have to go out all winter, I won't.
Yeah,
Got enough food here.
absolutely.
All
Just
right,
like a
well,
little squirrel.
listen. Yeah, like a little
You can just
squirrel.
stay home and eat
Yeah.
and do shows and do videos.
Well, except for Sundays where I have to sit in the new store where I have all my shit to sell.
Uh,
And I told the lady, I said, once I sell everything that I don't want and I'm done, I'm out. It's not like I'm going to go look for more shit to drag there. I'm selling everything I don't need. And that's 40 years of shit I don't
oh my
want.
God.
Yep. Once it's done, I'm done because I'm going minimal. And right now I'm so overwhelmed at how unminimal I had been. Holy crap. All right. So,
Mhm.
oh, she got a freeze dryer. Hope you don't go with. No, you
Aha.
won't. The freeze dryer takes a lot of electricity. It takes a lot of time, but it lasts. It does. It does. It does. Hunter! Hi. Thanks for keeping us sane. I'm trying to stay sane. Hearing
We love you,
myself
Hunter
twice.
Z. We love you.
Yes, we do. And Hunter made a very lovely, generous contribution, which is always
Oh,
awesome.
so
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah. and buy food to survive as much as you can afford. Only don't go crazy, you know. What I
That's
find is
true.
I'm buying canning lids. You cannot get canning lids. I've got a
Really?
million jars. Nope. And you can't get them from the ball manufacturer directly. And if you go on Amazon, they're sending you Chinese lids, which none of the canning ladies in America trust.
Really? I
It's
had
really
no
strict.
idea.
Yeah, the lids. You, and everywhere, and when I have extra money, I buy extra canning shit because you can can everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff. And you have to pressure can. There's a difference between
Yeah.
pressure canning and water bath canning. And I got a
Right.
pressure canner this year, so that's what I'm
You
doing
did.
the beans and
Whew.
beets, things that aren't acidic, you know. So it is. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. I buy canning lids during the winter at Canadian Tire. Ooh,
Wow.
maybe it would be worth a trip for me to go over the border. And really, well, now I'm finding out where you. Okay, good. Up. Don't forget first aid preps and pet food. Yeah,
That's true.
I do
That's
stock up
true.
on that. I've got
Cindy,
seven
very good.
shits.
I like the idea that everyone's giving suggestions on what to do because it's kind of hard to think of it all yourself. And maybe we could just have a basic list of things that everybody should stock up on in case of emergency or a long
Mm,
emergency or the longest emergency, which I think we're probably heading into.
yeah. She said everyone's canning. Yeah, I guess ever since COVID, it's
Yeah.
Jay, I'm eating my neighbors.
Oh my
I love all of
god.
you.
So
Oh my
wonderful.
God.
What a community,
Oh,
Sandy,
we
that
do.
has
We have a beautiful
yeah.
community. You know, it's been a really rough summer for me. I've been working hard outside and my neck and back always hurt. And I'm going through what you know in my personal life. I don't have to talk about it. Um, but I'm a very strong, independent woman. And we are now back and trying to make a schedule. I missed you, Jen.
I missed you
I
too.
miss my Jen. Not that I didn't talk to her, but I missed my Jen. So, hey, Kayla. Oh, okay. You can eat your kids too down the line. Is that what they're thinking in Texas?
Oh my
Oh, God.
god.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
we're
like
getting
something
macabre.
out of Gulliver's Travels, eating babies on toast or something like that. It's like ridiculous. Some horrible satire.
Oh, God. Horrible satire. Gilead. I swear to God, I feel like that's what they
Yes.
want. Well, I call them the
Yeah.
Texas Taliban. I saw
Well,
that.
we're veering into the freaking Handmaiden's Tale at
Yeah,
this
that's
point. Oh
Gilead,
my
babe.
god.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen in this house. I'll go down fighting, and so will my daughter because she's a hell
Yeah.
on wheels.
Is
No,
she? I bet she is.
Hey, Poppy, I gotta ask you a question. Are you glad you're out of Texas? Let's see what she says. She's now
Mm.
homesteading it, and we're very proud of Poppy.
All
Yeah,
right, Poppy.
yeah, she's homesteading. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we have been 54 minutes and it went fast. Wow. I thought we'd be on 20 minutes and that would be it.
Yeah. We came on just to do a little test to see if we still had what it took and if we could
We
figure
still
things
got
out again.
what it takes.
There
We
you
got what it
go.
takes. Yeah. Guys, stay in shape. I got to try to get back in it. Stay in shape. You got to fight off the zombies. Yeah. Okay, well, lightning rod says it's all over. But we got it.
I love
All
Lightning
right. So
Rod. That's so
I'm
sweet.
going to then put on the we both love this song. Yeah. All right, guys. So we will be posting. I think what I'll do is post a calendar in the community section and try to keep that up so that maybe you guys have an idea of what we're doing.
Sounds good.
Jen?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're gonna launch into fall and see what happens. Let's see how low the Arctic sea ice goes and the sea ice volume goes. You know, it's always what we watch,
And what we
we'll
talk
see if we
about.
can, and what we talk about, and we'll see if we can get some interesting guests on here for the fall, right?
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love you.
Love you too.
Let's check out